All right, so you want to get her number in school, in class, in your lecture halls, right? You see that beautiful girl. You see that pretty girl over there, right? You want her number, but you're too afraid. You feel like you're gonna screw up talking to her. You feel like you're just too afraid to make the first step. You feel like you don't know what to say. You feel like, everyone's gonna laugh at you. You feel like everyone's gonna look at you and then be like, what is this guy doing? What is this guy even thinking? Who does this guy even think he is? Right? There's so many doubts. There's so many questions. You're so afraid to get judged by other people. You worry about their opinions about you. You care about other people's thinking opinions about you. So much so that you're willing to sacrifice your happiness, your future happiness, or even your potential wife. Right? Think about it. Think about it. Unfortunately, it's very common amongst young guys, right? Amongst younger guys. I was one of them, right? I was in your shoes as well. I was shy. I was an introvert, a very, very big introvert. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I thought that I would be single for life, right? I thought that I have no chance in the whole dating world. Yeah. Fun fact, I only got my first official relationship when I was like 18 years old or so, 18 or 19 years old. Yeah, that was only then when I started properly dating. Before that, I haven't really dated anyone. Yeah, I haven't exactly like go out with anyone. Nor if I ever I've texted them obviously on the phone. That's it. That's all I did. But in real life, not until I was 19, 18 or 19, around there. I can't exactly remember. Yeah. But basically until when I was an adult. You're 18 years old, right? Technically, you're an adult when you're 18 years old. You're no longer a teenager. So I was a very, very late bloomer. Boomer? Bloomer. Yeah. I was a very late bloomer. So if you guys are like me, if you guys can relate, maybe you guys are like, I don't know, 13 years old right now, 13 to 18 years old, or even later as well. Maybe you're a young adult as well. It doesn't matter. It's fine. All right. It's never too late. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So you want to get the girl's number in school, right? I'm talking about the students out there, right? All those young male students out there. You see the pretty girl, you will get to know her, and talk to her, what to do, what should you do, what you should say. In this video, I'm going to help you. All right. I will help you. I will share with you what I did back then when I was a university student. All right. So, first things first, what I used to do is that, because for me personally, my university, right, the program is being structured in a way where there's only lecture, lectures only. That's it. When we sit in a lecture hall, we attend the lectures for 3 hours, and then that's it. That's our that's our entire school program. We just sit for 3 hours, and then obviously sometimes we have like two lessons, maybe two different modules. Then you might have a day, you might have a full day of 6 hour lectures. That's it. Some might even have three modules, right? So it's like what, 9 hours in a day. It's crazy, right? So that's for me. So try to use my example and try to apply it to your unique scenario, your unique situation, because everyone's situation is going to be different. Okay, but the principles are going to be the same. So what I used to do is that this is gonna sound creepy, but I had to do what I had to do. If you guys think about it, it's one of the only ways for me to get to know another girl. Okay, so whenever there's a new start of a new semester, right? Because we don't really have like group mates, right? We don't exactly have like classmates for the entire degree, which is 3 years. Yeah, we don't really have a set classmates that we're gonna be with together for the rest of our university life. It always changes. And more importantly, for us, right, we have to make friends. Because the lecturer, the teacher, is not gonna introduce us to one another. It's all on us. And most of the time, if not all of us, we go into the lectures, the different modules, not knowing anyone. right? We're literally strangers unless you know someone from your previous school, things like that, or maybe you have the same, you know, co-curricular activity group outside, then maybe you guys can study together, right? That's a different story, right? I'm saying as a whole, generally speaking, we have to make friends by ourselves. Yeah. So for me, I don't exactly just look out for girls. Obviously, I want to make friends with guys as well, right? So, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna talk about girls. That's it. All right. If you guys need help in this department, I will help you. For my shy introvert, I will give you guys the advice that you guys can use. All right. So what I used to do is that I used to go to lecture halls and I just scout. I just look for the girls that I'm interested in. Straight up, I'm just gonna say it. I look for the girls that I that deem that they are good looking. I will sit next to them if they are alone, right? Chances are, like I said, they're all alone, right? Because we don't really know anyone over there. Everyone over there is just alone, right? We don't know anyone. And some of them even don't even know anyone throughout their entire module, which is like 6 months or so. I think, yeah, per module is like 6 months. And then we have our examination. Sorry, I think it's a year. I can't remember. I think it's every year. Yeah, every year it changes. Yeah. So what we'll do is that I'll sit beside one of them. And then sitting is just one thing, right? Because most of the time you can't really exactly sit directly beside her, right? You have to at least sit one space apart. If you sit exactly beside her, right? It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be creepy as well. It's as one entire row, and then you're like sitting right beside her, and you don't even know them, right? So to me personally, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit creepy and a little bit awkward. Unless you don't mind, you straight up say you name your intentions. You'll be like, hey, is anyone sitting over there? Can I sit with you? Then most of the time they'll be like, chances are, right? Chances are they'll be like, oh, no one's sitting. Then sure, go ahead. But she's not gonna be like, no, don't sit with me, right? That's stupid, right? I mean, that might happen. That might happen, right? But chances are, like I said, it won't happen. They will just be nice and be like, okay, yeah, sure, no one's sitting beside me. You can sit together with me, right? In the ideal world, right? In the ideal world. But chances are you wouldn't want to do that. You at least want to sit one space apart, then at least you don't really have to ask permission. You can be nice as well. You can ask permission because maybe she reserved the seats for her friends. You never know. You can ask her, hey, anyone sitting beside? But chances are she's not, right? Chances are she's not exactly reserving for anyone. So sit beside them, one space apart, and then when the lecture starts, don't talk, all right? Because she might be attentively listening. But for me personally, I was a very attentive student. I always listen to the lectures. I don't talk to my neighbors beside me. I just want to study. And when it's time for break, then I will socialize. All right. So fast forward, when you guys have any form of break time, right? There is a time. There is a time to talk to them. All right. So what I used to do is that if you're shy, right? If you feel okay, maybe you're not shy. Maybe you know you want to talk. Trust me, everybody wants to talk, but nobody dares to make the first move. So you have to make the first move. Be that guy. Take initiative. Because once you do that, everything else is gonna flow. Everything else will be very, very easy. Once you make the first step, the first girl, all the other girls will be very, very easy. Trust me. Been there, done that. First, once you talk to the first girl, all the other girls will come very, very easy. I mean, not the girls coming to you, but more like opening up to strangers will be way easier. Okay? Practice makes perfect. Just remember that. Practice makes perfect. So, when it comes break time, find a common topic. And you guys already have a common topic because you guys are in the same module, right? Even if you are outside, right? If you're trying to hit on girls outside school, the normal public setting, just find something that you have common topic to talk about. So it doesn't feel too random, doesn't feel too weird. Yeah, that's why I do. I always try to find a common topic and at that particular time. Let's talk. So it doesn't seem like, you are like freaking random. It does make sense. Yeah. So find a common topic. For example, in school, you can be like, hey, hey, excuse me. Earlier on, the lecturer mentioned this and that. Do you happen to have, some notes about it? Because I didn't manage to take down. Maybe the lecturer was going too fast. right? So is it okay if I were to refer to your notes instead, especially what he wrote earlier on, in regards to what he wrote earlier on, right? Things of that nature. You guys get what I mean? Something that you guys have a common topic to talk about. Yeah, start off with that first. Because like I said, the main thing is someone needs to initiate. Someone needs to initiate, okay? And trust me, the other people, they also want to make friends, okay? Even though if you guys don't even, fall in love, right? Basically, if you guys don't even progress anything more than friendship, right? You guys get to, you get to make friends with them, right? You get to become classmates with them. You get to become classmates with them. You get to become schoolmates with them. Anything down the road in the future, you guys can help each other out academically, right? It doesn't have to always be about relationship stuff. Okay, end of the day, you walk away as winners. Just remember that. So don't be too desperate as well. Yes, you only get to know the girl, she's pretty and stuff like that. It's okay, right? It's normal for us to think like that. But don't come across as too desperate. Because nobody likes someone who's desperate. Right? So keep it cool, keep it chill, relax. I want to say be yourself, but really be yourself. Okay. If you're weird, right? You are unique. If you're unique in your own ways, just be yourself, man. Seriously, just be yourself. I know it's very, very cheesy, it's very, very cliche. Everybody says it, but you really need to be yourself because this is a long run. You can't act, you can't front, right? You can't front for the long game. Okay. So at some point you need to be yourself, right? You need to show your true personality. Okay. So don't try to pretend you're someone else. Okay. Just be yourself, talk like yourself. If you're weird, show your weirdness. It's okay. It's even better because if you show your weirdness, then at least she will know, right? And then that at least you will know as well whether is she into your weirdness. If she's not into your weirdness, then okay, move on. Simple as that. And if she is, congratulations. Merry Christmas. You got it. You got it, man. You got the right one. Right? That's another topic. Okay. So find a common topic. Talk about, the maybe what other modules you're doing, what other modules you're studying, how's your progress in your whatever studies you're doing, have you heard so and so in this school? Do you heard that this is happening in the school? I heard rumors that something is happening, blah blah blah, common topic. All right. Main thing what I'm trying to say is that find the common topic. Okay. I can't give you guys any more examples because every single one of you, school situation is different. Okay. But what I can really say is what I want you guys to remember, just find a common topic and then everything else will flow naturally. Okay, don't be awkward. Or don't be scared. Okay. If you screw it up, it's okay. Move on. There's so many other girls. Literally, you see in that classroom, you can see there's so many other girls, right? Unless you're an engineer, then that might be a different story. But outside of school as well. Don't worry. This doesn't just apply in the classroom. Okay, it can apply in school as well. Generally in your entire school. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. That's what I used to do. I mean, I don't exactly go around hitting on every single girl I see in school, but I do more of them in class. That's the thing. So it kind of like gives you more reason, and you yourself won't feel like you're hitting on them. If you have the mindset of like, oh my god, I'm hitting on a girl. Oh my god, they're gonna think I'm weird. They're gonna think I'm crazy. Oh my god, why is she calls me a creep? Blah blah blah. If you have that mindset, then it won't help you. It's not gonna serve you. So have the mindset where you're actually trying to be friends. If you actually have the mindset, they're actually going there with the mindset of making friends first. Okay, you want to date things of nature, right? You will come later, right? Maybe even after you make friends, right? You realize that oh, you don't really like this girl, you don't like the personality, you don't like her character. She's too loud, she's too crazy, or maybe she's the opposite. You never know, right? So make friends first. That's what I say. If you find a common topic, it's easier. You're not exactly hitting on her, right? If you think about it. So in a sense, you'll feel safer, you feel more calm, you feel more comfortable. You will actually give yourself permission to go ahead and talk to the girl. Right, sorry, just let me reframe it. Let me reframe it as talking to her, getting to know another classmate. Simple as that. Don't think of it as you're hitting on them. Okay, it's different. Yeah, reframe it. And then once you reframe it, your mindset will be different, and then you will dare to talk to them. All right, find a common topic, talk, and then before the lecture ends, before the class ends, you'll be like, ask for a number, man. That's what I do. I always just trade contacts, right? So is it exactly hitting on them? Not exactly also. Because you really genuinely want to make friends also, right? And if you're just making friends, then it's fine. Yeah. Then you have to make friends first. Then you can decide whether you actually want to progress or not. Simple as that. Right? Once you get the number, okay, let's just say that you actually like them. Right? Then you obviously ask them out. Start off with study dates first, right? Obviously. Study dates, and then from there you can really feel. You can really feel whether you actually like her or whether she like you or not. And then after study dates, go and eat, right? Things of nature, go and do stuff. And there will be another video about dating. All right. So the beginners, just do that first. Get that number first. That's the main thing. And like I said, don't think of it as hitting on them. Think of it as trying to get to know new classmates, trying to get to know new schoolmates. All right. I'm not too sure if it's applicable to you. Maybe you guys' situation is different, whereby you guys already know all of them, all of your classmates, all of your schoolmates. Might be a little bit different. Okay. But if there's, like I said, if there's one thing you guys should take away from this video, is that find a common topic, talk about it, get the numbers, then from there, you can progress naturally. Okay, and just remember, guys, your opinions matter, your feelings matter. Okay, you have opinions, and it matters. It holds weight. Don't just because the girl says this, the girl says that, you have to bend over and then freaking agree to whatever she says. You don't have to. All right, that's a sign of desperation, and no one likes that as well. All right, always respect yourself as well. Have self-respect to know to walk away. Know when to walk away. Have enough self-respect to know when you should walk away. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say. All right. So this is a short video. I don't know if this is helpful, but it was helpful to me. I mean, this is what I used to do, right? This is what I used to do when I was in university. Try to get to know new people. And like I said, I do this to guys as well, right? Obviously, I don't want an entire list of girls only, right? I still want to, talk to guys as well. Yeah. So I talk to, obviously, guys different, right? There is a completely different thing already. Yeah, it's very natural. Yeah. So, but for girls wise, if you're afraid to talk to them, just do it, man. Seriously, you're gonna lose out. And like I said, if you don't talk to them, another guy will be talking to her, and you might miss out a chance, right? Every second, every minute is an opportunity that is being taken away, and you have to seize it, man. You have to seize it. You have to be that guy. All right, you gotta be that guy. Winners win, losers lose. Seize the opportunity, man.